Okay, we're back. We're back. So, I had to provide you with some handouts and a little bit of information about, you know, meal planning. Not so much meal planning like working out, but just thinking about what to eat throughout the day, 7 day meal plan, and then some recipes. So, how did you feel about the 7 day meal plan? How did it work out for you?
I guess it was pretty good. It got me eating, you know, other things in the morning, especially. That's the time of the day when I feel like I am, if I am going to eat, most of the time breakfast is the meal that I feel that's the one that I'll go in on, you know. That's the one that I'll eat a whole lot. So I definitely like the breakfast part of it, the 5 day plan, because it was different stuff. And even though I'm comfortable with eating, cereal every day, it is nice to throw in, like some French toast, pancakes, the toast, and all that stuff. It's nice to throw all that stuff in there on different, on different breads. That's more healthy, I guess, if you want, not always eat white bread. But
So, like, you got like some wheat breads in there.
yeah, I do. I do like the Nature Zone. I think that's like the brand. I guess like they got the honey wheat, the regular wheat, the white. I like pretty much all of them, as long as it don't have no super big oats. Like whatever the one that got I can't remember the grains at the top of it.
Probably 100% whole.
Yeah, I won't always eat the top of it. Always, but for the most part, yeah, I will eat those.
So it got you cooking more from scratch.
Yeah, that was a part of the process that kind of happened on accident, So yeah, I definitely ate a lot more stuff then. Definitely did. That was very helpful actually, because I'm just a go-to guy, Cereal, bang, it's fine with me. It's there, it's available, I eat it, unless I really want something else. So it was definitely different. It was cool because the stuff was actually available during the day, so it made it easier. So yeah, it was cool. For the breakfast part, I'm not, like I said, if I eat a big breakfast, and this is even to go back to something that you said earlier, most of the time, if I ate breakfast in the morning, a lot of times I didn't always eat lunch at school. I didn't always eat lunch. And sometimes when I did eat lunch, I didn't always eat the unhealthy stuff. Sometimes I got a salad for lunch. I didn't necessarily make it healthy with, a certain amount of, dressing. I'm going to put a bunch of healthy stuff on it. Nah, I just did what I wanted. A bunch of lettuce, a bunch of cheese, bacon bits, drowned it in dressing.
So now it became a dressing salad.
And then to my eyes, it was pretty damn healthy because I ate it all. I always thought it was pretty good. Granted, I don't like to overdo it with dressing. I don't just, but I had a pretty decent plate, so it, proportioned out decently well. But yeah, my unhealthy, I feel like I counter a lot of my unhealthy stuff with as physical as I am. Now, granted, I'm getting older, so as I was getting older, I did cut a lot of things out, which is why instead of always candy, I'll throw in the Nutri-Grain bars every once in a while. I won't eat a whole box in a day, but I will. You know what? I don't go to the gym for 5 hours like I used to all the time. Maybe I don't need to always, go to the ship store and get a soda. Maybe I just drink, you know what I mean? I started cutting a lot of that, putting a whole bunch of sugar in your coffee and using a whole bunch of cream. Like, I started slowly but surely cutting down on a lot of things, which is why pretty much now I don't drink a lot of soda. That's just, unless I'm, somewhere and it calls for it. If I'm at a barbecue or something, or I go back home and I get a cheesesteak, I ate a cheesesteak with a Pepsi. I don't feel like that one Pepsi, because now I don't drink them every day. I definitely don't drink them every day. And I know I don't. I don't drink juice like I used to even anymore. But I feel like I counteract a lot of stuff because I did cut a whole bunch of stuff out. So as I was getting older, I wouldn't still have the same high sugar intake, and I'm working out and just doing less. Like when I was in school, being around all that healthy food didn't make me want to eat it. The whole time I was there, I probably lost weight when I was at school. So for culinary arts, I'm just not one of them people. I don't feel like I have to eat. Like, I don't feel like I have to eat, personally. And as long as I personally feel like I'm not wasting food, for me, I feel like I'm doing all right. Because when I get whatever it is that's in front of me, I'll eat it. I won't complain. I'll just eat it. All right, cool. This is what I wanted. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with the consequences. I don't think anybody's looking forward to dying, but it is going to happen. I'm not thinking maybe I should eat all these oats so I can stay you don't know when you're gonna go. So I'm not necessarily worried about dying. Like, it'll happen. I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, we're not at the
Yeah, like
dying stage, but
But something I was about to say before we got cut off is, like, it seems like the most masses of the population, let's just say in America, between the ages of, let's just say, like 2 to like before you go to college. So let's just say from 2 to like 18. Like, there's a good like 16 years where everybody's eating this unhealthy stuff. Like, and it's selling. Everybody's not dying from eating snacks all day. Everybody's not.
no.
It's a good amount of people that's still living. Like, all these athletes or blah blah blah, they eat all this unhealthy stuff from some age to something before they get to wherever they is, where it's really a person there like, hey, yeah, you need to cut all this crap out, do all this. They got real dietary professionals that's just doing the eat part. They got another person that's just doing the workout part. Then they got them
Yeah, but
it's mad different, like,
but
steps and
everybody's not like
puzzles
that.
of all this.
It's about how you grow up and how everything is presented to you. Because the way I grew up, there was a starch, a meat, and a vegetable for dinner, point blank, every day. Unless you got that special occasion where McDonald's was available, and it wasn't McDonald's wasn't the go-to thing when we were growing up. It was the special thing that you got, not the expected thing. So the meals were different.
My mom always made vegetables, and when she made them, you had to eat them. Period, no ifs, ands, or buts. Until you got to a certain age, or you just grow and you learn. If you know that your kids don't eat a particular thing, it's pretty stupid to keep buying it if you're the only person that's going to eat it. Like,
right.
A big difference. So certain vegetables I wouldn't eat. A lot of peas. I don't like the way they feel. I don't eat them unless they're in a soup, or I just don't eat them. Lima beans. Stuff like that. I'm not looking to I'm not going to scoop up a scoop of lima beans or peas.
Well, yeah, we don't want you
them.
to eat stuff that you don't like, because that's counterproductive.
But I do eat vegetables. I grew up eating, like, I just didn't just eat whatever the hell I wanted. But if she cooked something and I didn't want it, my option was to eat it or not to eat it. And if I didn't want to eat it, I didn't eat it. And I didn't go upstairs and sulk or whine or blah, blah, blah. No. I went upstairs and I was fine with not having, I like that option. I don't like being
I get that.
sitting there to sit at the table and I told you before that I didn't want it, but you gave it to me anyway. My choice was to just not eat. Now I'm not hungry because I don't want to be sitting at the table for 3 hours trying to act like I'm eating Brussels sprouts and I just no.
I mean, I get that. I'm one of the parents that I don't make my kids eat what they don't like. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna cook it for them if they don't want to eat it. If it's known they don't like this. However, they're gonna get the right kind of foods in their bodies because I'll be doing them a disservice if they didn't, and then subsequently they come up with some kind of nutritional related disease that could be prevented because I didn't provide them with the right kind of food. It wouldn't be their fault because that's almost like learned behavior. It wouldn't be their fault. It would be my fault that I didn't insist on trying it. Just try it, because people, you know, especially children are visual eaters. So if it don't look right, they don't want to eat it. So now it's the thing convincing them to just try it, and a lot of times they try it, they find out, oh, this actually tastes good. I do like it. I want to eat it. Now after that, if they still decide I still don't like it, okay, you still don't like it, no big deal. And a lot of times as people grow up and they progress, you try more stuff. You try different foods. And you find out what you do like and what you don't like through that way. Instead of just blanket, I don't like that. And it sounds like you just did a blanket, I don't like that.
I'm gonna say parts of that is true. Parts of it. I'm not sure what age or when it really, really started, or let's just say to when it got to how I am now. I don't know. I really don't know, because even when I started cooking, when I was in high school, when I used to do a vegetable, a starch, and a meat too. So like it was just a vegetable that I ate. So it might have been corn. It might have been corn on the cob. She used to make us eat beets. I kind of like them. I used to eat beets. It was all different kinds of stuff that now, as I'm thinking, this is just like a bunch of days mixed up that I can't point back to. But not living in the country, I guess, and you live in the city and it's a bunch of kids and your mom can't cook all the time and this, I don't know. When she had chances and times to cook, we definitely had vegetables. She just didn't always make them, like, yeah, I don't remember not eating vegetables ever, because I still eat them. And even sometimes when I go to, let's just say I go to like a soul food place, sometimes I won't get meat. I'll just let me get some cabbage, you know, you know what I mean? I'll get just sides. I don't even want the meat. I'll just do the sides. So I know I eat vegetables. I just don't eat them all the time the way that I like. I mean, like if somebody was here every day making me greens the way that I like to eat them, and the certain foods that I like to eat them every day, I would eat vegetables every day. I would eat it every day because I just don't want to. And that's my personal job. I don't want to cook like that every day. So I just don't, and I don't complain about it when I get my chances to eat. You know, like when I do get to do it, I eat it.
So because it's not already prepared for you, that's a barrier.
Nah, that's just me. I don't want to make it seem like I'm a king or that's just not it. Nah.
But you just said because
I just said
it's
if it was something that somebody did like every day, like say my people's own like a restaurant and they serve that stuff and I could just eat it. Not even say every day, but let's just say, yo, I mean, you get like, you know, like a little plate. I would get a little plate probably every day.
So
if it was just like, you know what I mean?
Factor.
Yeah. I'm personally, I don't like to be around. I'm not gonna cook that stuff all day. This is, especially when a lot of that stuff, it do take a whole bunch of time that I'd rather be going to the basketball courts or doing something else.
But you don't have to cook
physical
it every day.
Or doing this or.
Can I make a suggestion? because nobody wants to be in a hot kitchen every day. So, but you can designate a day or two to cook all those things that you want and portion them out, and you can freeze them, and you could take them out and put them in the oven whenever you see fit. So then that barrier of I don't want to cook this stuff every day now is gone because you already prepared for that.
True.
And you could save money all at the same time and have all the food, you know, the meals that you need and the stuff that you like, since it is vegetables and sides that you do prefer. You can just make that stuff and you can make it ahead of time.
True. That's very true.
And one day out of the week or 2 days out of the week, I don't feel like is too much to ensure that you got the right stuff that you need.
I agree here too. I agree.
So is that something that is feasible, or it's just like, nah, I'm not gonna
feasible? Anything's feasible.
Feasible as in you would do it, not
it's
feasible
just about
blanket.
putting the stuff to action. It'll be something that I'll probably try to incorporate, I guess. You know, like that'll just have to be something that I'll just have to work on and try and just, you know, try to create a system on my own. Because even if I cook a whole bunch of stuff every day, I'm still not gonna eat every day. Because I was still a cook every day, and I still didn't eat every day. So, I mean, it just depends on the days. It just depends. You know, it just
well,
depends.
It's not saying you have to eat it
It
every
just
day, but
depends,
if you want it, it would be there. So now that whole thing of
it,
I wanted that, but I didn't want to cook it is now gone because it's there. It's already labeled for you, dated. I just have to take it out and literally just put it in the oven. And now I have it.
Yeah.
Versus I don't have it because it takes forever to cook some collard greens and this meat. And ain't nobody feel like mashing no potatoes. Don't have to do that.
Correct.
So, I mean, that's something to...
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a good idea to strive to. Yeah, that don't sound like a bad idea at all. That don't.
I mean, that's
Not
something I can definitely help with because that's the kind of things that I like to do because it saves you time and heartache. Not really heartache, but like you said, when you're adult and you working and you working out on stuff, you busy. And the last thing that you want to stress over is, dang, what's for dinner? And to not eat because it's not readily available, well, we can remedy that situation entirely to where that's now not a factor.
Correct. I agree. That's not a bad idea at all. Yeah.
Especially for working
I don't
parents.
really have anything to say about that. That's not a bad idea. I still gotta want to eat it. You know.
I mean, yeah, you still gotta want to eat it, but
I still gotta want to eat first. So
to know that it's there, especially when you open in the refrigerator, like, what am I going to eat? What can I eat? Because that's sometimes half the battle. Like, dang, what can I eat? I don't want to cook. What can I eat? And you looking around and you looking through cabinets for something quick when all along it's there for you. And you can just heat it up and be like, you know, you basically personalizing making your own TV dinners.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea.
And it can definitely be your way, exactly how you want it, because you know you did it.
Yeah. Yep.
Don't have to
That's
worry
not a
about
bad idea.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all.
Because a lot of people think meal prep is just for the person that's losing weight, but no, it's for the working parent or parents. So what else been going on with the diet? Well, not so much diet, but you know.
I don't think nothing really. I mean, just the everyday stuff.
So you said you had kids with you. So did the addition of the kids and kids eat all day, no matter what? So did them, you know, having to eat constantly make you just a little bit more hungry, because, smelling food, having to cook it, they need to eat. Did you find yourself eating a little bit more just because they were eating more?
No. Nope. Cooking, I don't know. When it comes to kids, I feel like that's a completely different even genre. Like, I'm just, kids need to eat. I don't feel like I need to eat. Nah, it's just a
But I don't mean like you needed to,
like,
but
me
like
being
just
around
think about it
food.
subconsciously. Like, I didn't realize it, but I ate when they ate.
Not every time. Not.
Just not one day, not a little bit.
Not every day.
You ate more.
Okay, maybe I did. I don't know. Maybe I don't feel like I ate more. I guess I did eat more. I don't know. I don't feel like I ate more. I feel like that was pretty normal. If you ask me, I felt like that was pretty normal, pretty average. Because I still didn't, if I didn't feel like eating, I still didn't eat. That's just, yeah.
I just feel like your goal is to be on the opposite no matter what. When we talk about food, if I say A is B, if I say left, it's right, and it has to be that way for you.
Well, maybe that's just what, I mean, it could be that could be what or how I am. I'm not, this is just me. I'm answering the questions as honest as possible. I don't calculate when I eat.
No, I'm not
I
asking you.
mean,
I'm just saying, like,
I guess I ate.
just reflect on, like, okay, they had hot dogs. Did I eat a hot dog too? Yeah, I ate a hot dog too. They had breakfast. I ate breakfast too. At dinner time, they had this. They had pizza. Yep, I ate pizza too.
Yeah.
And that's just one day. So, without purposely or thinking about it, did I get in 3 meals a day? Yeah, I did. I got in 3 meals a day, even though it didn't stem from having an interview and that conversation, or I need to eat 3 meals a day. It just so happened that because there was kids around, I ate 3 times a day.
Yeah, I guess I was. I wasn't paying attention, but I didn't feel like I ate any different, personally. But I don't know. I wasn't. I was more in tune with what the kids was doing than what I was doing. So I don't know. I wasn't making a conscious effort, but if I ate one hot dog because they ate a hot dog, sure, I ate a hot dog. If I had a slice of pizza, sure, I had a slice of pizza. I don't consider that eating, like a slice of pizza.
But it's more than what you
from my body compared to their bodies.
No, but we're not talking about them. I'm
Shit.
just talking about you. Like,
Okay,
I'm just saying because they were at the house and they ate more than what you eat, and you had to prepare that food. Did you find yourself eating more because they were eating?
I don't know. Maybe I did and just didn't realize it. But
that's what I mean. Like, just think
I wasn't
back.
like, even now when I'm thinking, I know that there was mornings that I cooked that I didn't eat. I just didn't want to. It was just for them. I just didn't want to eat. But there was probably a lot more times when they probably did eat, and I might have just ate cereal with them or something. Like, yeah, like I know that there was times when I ate. I like breakfast, so I mean I like breakfast. So
yeah, I'm not talking about
like there's one of the times.
More.
Yeah, just eating more, I guess, overall.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I really couldn't. I wasn't paying attention enough to even. I don't feel like I ate every single time that they ate, but it wasn't a conscious effort. Like I wasn't. I wasn't consciously like, okay, they're eating. I'm eat. Like, of course I'm gonna eat when they eat if everybody's eating the same thing most of the time, but 100% of the time, no.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Did you notice more?
Most overall, I didn't notice it. If I did eat more, I didn't notice it. I drank more, a whole lot more.
I'm sure all of them had more water than they've had in their life because they didn't have juice.
I've drank a lot. I've drank a whole lot more. within the past times that they have been here. I can tell that as a difference. I've drank more, way, way more. So I can tell that big of a difference. But eating, I can't tell. If you ask me personally, I would have to go back and relive almost every day. And from thinking about it, I don't necessarily think I did anything extra when they was here.
Okay. So after going over all our goals and recapping on what we did last time, what's the next step for you? Is it
I would like to probably think the next step is just maybe just trying to I would like to just try to consume a little bit more healthier things when I do eat. And I have been trying to like purposely not eat a bunch of junk. I have been trying to purposely not eat a bunch of junk.
so have we been trying to go purchase like some fruit instead?
Nah.
Just so that when
I have, now see, like that's the difference. See, like, I haven't gotten to the alternative yet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know I'm cutting back on a lot of things, and I know for my body personally, I probably do need to supplement that with something. Maybe unconsciously right now, I'm supplementing that stuff with water.
So why instead?
So, because I drink a whole lot more water now, I do find myself drinking a whole lot more water.
So why not make that conscious effort to go get some fruit and put it in the refrigerator? Not saying that I bought fruit today, so I need to go eat 3-4, apples.
Mm-hmm.
But because you're cutting back on the junk, and that's not going to stop you from wanting a snack. That's just cutting back on the junk. Have that healthy alternative readily available for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Versus it's not here, so I just didn't eat. I just didn't eat it, but I didn't eat the unhealthy snack either, because you're still lacking calories that you need, period. Mm-hmm. So can you make the effort to, okay, I didn't go to the dollar store and grab the snacks I want, but hey, I did go to Food Lion and put some fruit in there so that and the fruit that I like, I'm not saying try, something that you never had before. And I'm not saying go get a jicama and be like, I'm gonna try this. I like peaches, you like nectarines, you like plums or bananas or whatever. Have that available so that now I don't have this, but this apple is right here. And eat an apple without really saying I'm eating this apple because I need to be more healthy. Just, that's an apple. I like apples.
I like fruit too. That's super
so
good. I mean, I definitely go through eating fruit. I just don't always buy it. That's the big thing. I mean, when you at a workplace as a cook, most time they have fruit there. So you can just kind of, I'm a healthy snacker too. I don't just eat gummy bears and shit that you get from the dollar store all day, even when I'm at work. I don't just snack everything. When I'm at work, and I don't just snack. That's just, that's just not kosher. That's just not even realistic. I just, thinking off the top of my head, I just have go-to things, and as of more recent, there has been less fruit, and there has been less traditional eating as of recently. Recently meaning, I'm gonna just say the past few months, since I can't really put a time frame on it. But the past few months, there has been, I'm gonna say 70-30.
Less traditional eating as far as your traditional?
Yeah, as far as for my traditional eating, I've maybe done 30% traditional eating, 70%, let's just say, is how I'm feeling that day. Just in the past few months, because that's just because work hasn't been steady and everything else involved in that. But when I'm at work, when I was at the last job that I was at, yeah, I don't just, they'll tell you there. I don't just, most of the time I won't even take a break just because, I'm not hungry. Unless you want me to take a break, I might just take a break just because you want me, but that don't mean I'm gonna eat during it. Like I'm just different from day to day. You
So
know what I
do you
mean?
still have like the lightheaded and dizzy stuff? Because
Shit, when I go
I eat.
run, you goddamn right. Sometimes, but
that doesn't prompt you to want to make some kind of change.
nah, cause to answer the lightheaded and dizziness from last time, the answer was yes, cause it has happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't act like it hasn't happened. The reason why, I've never gotten checked up to make sure, or if it's this or if it's that, or I have been sitting down and I got up and like, oh snap, like,
Yeah,
I mean,
that happens to
so,
people when you get up too fast.
but I don't, like, I can't. All right. So how about you just say, when it comes to health on an overall, not saying I don't pay attention, but I just don't. I mean, like, I'm not consciously doing stuff. I have had bad habits for a long time that I have known that are bad habits for me personally that I cut back on, and it's just like, all right, cool. I personally know that I'm progressing because you haven't known me for the past 30 something years. So I know personally I'm cutting back. I feel perfectly fine. I feel much better because I know I'm not eating the same stuff as I was when I was 20 at the same amounts. I know I'm not. So I feel like I am making decent steps just because I know I'm cutting back from a whole bunch of unhealthy stuff. A whole bunch of it. It was like, yeah, it was unhealthy. I ain't gonna front. My favorite store probably was McDonald's. It was in walking distance. They're everywhere. I like that I can get something for $2 and it can, if it's not good, it was $2. I ain't gonna complain. I throw it away. Spend another $2. Like, that's just me personally. I just, and on a daily basis when that $2 might really fill you up, I'm not saying that $2, like, I'm not thinking, all right, what can I get from Food Line for $2 that's gonna fit? Like, I'm not thinking like that on a daily basis. I'm not thinking within this week I might spend $30 at, or 20, or